Hello and welcome back to the Reapers. We've got some good news for you. If you've ever played multiplayer on DCS World, you will know about the biggest bug in the world that drives everyone nuts. We've had it for several months, and it's the main, well, one of two big reasons why we haven't been able to do carrier missions in our campaigns and stuff like that, because it's simply not compatible with multiplayer at the moment. And the reason is if you take off in multiplayer from a carrier and then you land on an airfield anywhere else in the map, 100 miles away, 2 miles away, or like this, literally quarter of a mile away, then when you land, from the interior view of your aircraft and from the the client's view, you look fine, you're settled on the ground. But from everyone else's view in multiplayer, your plane is bouncing up and down, 2,000 feet up, 2,000 feet down, 2,000 feet up, 2,000 feet down. It's been a massive bug for ages. We're really disappointed in ED that they haven't bothered fixing this. Like, really pissed off. But they, fine. That's how it is. And we found a road solution, or I think Zach's found the solution. Is that correct, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to show you how to fix it. Can you boys both spawn in, please?
Copy.
So this is obviously multiplayer. I'm a spectator and the host, and these two boys are my clients. The solution is, on the carrier, one of you guys, if you want to fix this problem, I'm just going to move away from the engine blast. If you want to fix the problem, all you've got to do is put your chocks on, then take the chocks off, make sure they've gone on, make sure they've gone off, and that's the problem fixed then. And then you can take off on the carrier and land on the airfield, and you won't have this problem. Iron, you're smarter than me. Can you explain how you think this problem works and how you think the solution fixes it?
Going off what I can see, most things have to be bound to the deck for them to move along with the carrier, and that when you take off, that unbinding doesn't stop. So it's as if the carrier deck extends to infinity and you're still on it when you land. Only when you land, of course.
Exactly. So if you imagine a center point, pivot point on that carrier, you can see it bouncing about up and down with the wind. Now, if you take off without doing the chock trick, then it thinks you're still on the carrier. So when you come and land on Batumi here, it thinks you're still on the carrier. And so if we draw a lever arm from that center pivot point there to Batumi airfield there, what it does is then and you can see the edge of the carrier moving up and down. That lever then is then moving you up and down, just depending on how pitch the deck is doing. If it's a completely still day with no wind, then this isn't a problem. Only when the carrier moves up and down. So it thinks you're still bound to the carrier when you're out here at Batumi. It projects that lever arm all the way along here and then moves you up several thousand feet up and several thousand feet down. The further away the carrier is from the airfield, then the longer that lever arm is and the longer the up and down motion. So what we're going to show is one of the boys which one of you is putting chocks on? Okay, the boys putting chocks on. Now take them off, please. Can you put a different skin on as well, please, so we can see it's you? Okay, green has done the chocks. Okay, mount up on the cats, please, boys.
Alright, I'm taking off Cat 1.
Roger. Ready for you? Woo! And he's off! He's firing the 100 knot crosswind, and he's up and away. Cat 2, ready to go. There's Oscar Mike. Right, we will report back when the boys are back on the final.
Alright, turning final now.
Okay, we've got the boy coming in on final. It's got to fight this 100 knot wind. We put the wind on just to show, just to exacerbate the problem, because obviously the carrier is very close to the runway. Oh bugger, I've lost him. Where has he gone?
What server is it?
Grim Reaper's private. Good landing. And you can see that the physics have worked properly. There's no bouncing up and down, no weirdness. Okay, park up on the side of the runway, sir, and try and get iron down now.
Yeah, might want to keep it clear with this wind.
Roger.
Maybe on the taxiway or something.
can already see the problem. So there he goes, he's bouncing up and down though, because he's still linked on a lever arm to the pivot of that carrier. So watch the carrier go up at the front. Up it goes. And watch the plane go up, you see? It's up there. So that's why it's happening. And now, because it's constantly linked to that carrier, it's going to keep bouncing up and down. Right, now taxi over to the buoy, and let's see what the real problem is that we get here with this happening. Actually, you'll have to come to Iron, I think. He's bust his gear. He hasn't got the elite skills.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind, if the carrier was 100 miles off there, due to the lever arm, he would be bouncing thousands of feet in the air, obviously. Oh, well, he's just proved exactly why this is a problem, obviously, because he gets confused with the bouncing up and down. It thinks he's hit the runway, and there you go. Like I said, massive bug. Solution fixed by Zach. Now, you did mention about problems with the Tomcat iron. You've got to redo it or something.
It won't work, I believe, with the engines running.
Right, so if you've got some of your planes, you have to turn the engines off to get the chocks on. Press F2 and make sure your chocks physically go on. You can see them, and they've gone off again. And if you start with chocks, which happens sometimes, then make sure you take them off, put them on again, and then take them off again.
Yeah, when you cold start, you'll have chocks on.
Beautiful, boys. Anything you want to add to that?
Do you want to try taking off from the land base and landing on the carrier, see if it bounces then?
Ooh, this is going to be low, I'm not going to lie. I like it. Oh, look, he chipped a bit of his wing off. Oh, that's so cool. Well done, boys. Couldn't ask for much more. Oh, he took a bit of his tail off, look. Oh, that's so cool. Beautiful work, boys. Beautiful work. Right, thank you very much for that.